Hello everybody, if you're watching this part of the video, I'm no longer live. So just say hashtag replay in the comments so I'll know that you watched. Haven't done a video in a while, so I am putting on the Age Reverses Rich Moisturizer. This is so good. I think this is my new favorite moisturizer now. I've been using it now for the past few days. And it is a lot more thicker of a moisturizer. And it is part of the aging line. Excuse me. It just feels really, really good on my skin. And I have noticed a big change. Because I'm starting to get drier. And of course, I'm older. Got to make sure skin's nice and hydrated. So, we got some new products today we're going to test out. If you're hopping on now and you don't want to wait, it's going to be towards the end, so maybe if you need to leave and come back, that's totally fine. Because I am going to be showing off the new mascara, and I'm going to choose which one of these liners I want to use. So that's really exciting. Because I know this is like the coolest mascara I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know who come up with this. But we're going to get into that later. So it'll be probably towards the end. So if you want to leave and come back, you can. But definitely would love for you to stay. So now that I've moisturized, I'm going to just let that settle in while I do my brows real fast. I'm going to use the brow pencil in the dark brown shade. Just kind of make it quick. I'm not really going to like line them out like I normally do, because I'm going to try to make it quicker and more natural, I guess. I'm basically just going to fill in, say hey if you're watching. Don't be shy. If you need to ask a question, you can ask me. We are going to just fill them in, and we're going to clean them up with concealer. You want to make sure there's not a lot of product here and here, and you want it to line up with your nose so that your eyes don't look very spaced apart and you look more symmetrical. I'm not even going to worry about them being perfect. Hey Kendra. Now I'm just going to go through with a spoolie. You can get these anywhere online, Amazon, Walmart, Target, CVS, TJ Maxx. So it is like a waxy formula, so it will stay put. Very quick, very natural. We're just going to clean up our mess with some concealer. We'll use the stick concealer. It's like that. It's the shade 03. I'm just going to put some underneath. And just take a flat brush, and we're just going to clean it up. Get a little bit more on my brush. I meant to do this video yesterday so I could show you the mascara, but I was not feeling well. I still don't feel 100%.
Mom.
I'm doing a live. What you need?
I'm so sorry. Can I make Bentley and grilled cheese?
I don't care.
Okay.
I taught him how to make grilled cheese. Shut the door.
Okay.
And he just thinks he's something else, and he wants to make grilled cheeses now. I'm not even going to touch the top. I'm going to leave it like it is. Just going to blend this out a little bit. now we can go ahead and put our primer on. Let's switch it up. Let's do the VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer. This is going to fill in my pores and lines. Hey, Tess. Trevor, that was all feeling well. Yeah, I wasn't feeling well yesterday. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. I ate breakfast, and I took my phentermine pill, which is a diet pill. So I'm assuming, I guess it's loaded with caffeine. And it also is an appetite suppressant. So I didn't eat lunch. And I thought it would be a bright idea. You're supposed to drink a lot of water on it. And I normally drink water all day. Well, I had 1 glass of water. I had coffee with my breakfast. And then I thought it'd be bright to buy a sugar-free Red Bull. Like I needed any more caffeine. Because I was already wired. And I don't know why. And I don't really drink a whole lot of energy drinks much anymore. But it was like I wanted another one. I don't even know why. So I drank another one. And it made me so sick. Oh my God, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I was lightheaded. I lost color to my face. I felt like I was going to throw up. I could not. I felt so weird. I was scared the crap out of Bradley. I was about to tell him I needed to go to the hospital. But I'm like, no, I don't want to go for it and it be something, it not be a big deal. But I did not feel good at all. And I woke up this morning and I had a real bad headache. So I'm trying to get rid of that headache. I don't know where I lost my tweezers. But anyway, I know now to stick to drinking just my water. And I definitely have to eat something. Okay, so we put on our Age Versus Moisturizer, which is the bomb diggity. And then I put on the VFX Pro Camera Ready Pore Filling Primer. And I did my brows and I cleaned them up with a concealer. So now, let's do the eyes first. That way we can get to the mascara and the liner because I want to show you guys. And then we'll do our face. So let's prime our lids with our Farmasi eyeshadow primer. Yeah, Lindy, it was crazy. Yeah, Jennifer. The phentermine works so good, y'all, but I know it can be dangerous, and I know that a lot of people say it's like a meth and a pill. I don't know what meth feels like. But I have found for me it works. If I take a half of one, it does good, but it doesn't make me feel jittery. It really does give me a whole lot of energy, and it makes me super thirsty. I do want to drink water all day. But what I don't like about it, and it definitely curbs my appetite. Like I literally have to force myself to eat, which is easier for me because when I don't have it, I literally think about food all the time. So it just really makes me not want to eat. Didn't take it today. I felt like I needed a break from it today. But I know a lot of people are against it, and then some people say it works super well. I've took it before, and I did okay with it. I lost a lot of weight, but not too much to where I was like nasty skinny. But as long as you see your doctor, you're good. Do they check your cholesterol first? Yeah, they check me for everything first, make sure I'm healthy. And then I go in. You can go in every week or every 2 weeks they monitor your weight. And you get a B12 shot and then give your pills. They do like a weekly or bi-weekly thing. So, anyway. Okay, we primed our eyelids. Let's see. What... I didn't even think about what eyeshadow look I was going to go for today. But I do want to use some of the blue. I think I'm going to do this navy blue. So maybe... Well, you know what? let's go with the brighter blue, and then we won't do a whole lot of eyeshadow. We'll just do like a little bit of like a transition shade and make it simple. So we're going to do the Vice Brown palette. And I'm just going to go in with, we'll just go ahead and go in with that dark shade here. I'm not going to put a whole lot on the brush. And we'll just kind of pop it in right above the crease. Light-handed, holding the end of the brush, blending it out pretty nicely, like in circle motions and not a windshield wiper. I think of something I can just put on my lid. I really didn't want to do anything too fancy. Because I really just wanted to get to the liner and the mascara. And I have nowhere to go besides the football practice, so. You know how many times I have done my makeup for a video or something, and it'd be really, really like a bold, dramatic look, and then I go up on that football field, or like go into like when he would play basketball, or I go to a basketball practice or a game, and the looks that I get, they just don't even know. It's so funny because people are so quick to judge you. It's like, you don't know what I do for a living. You don't know nothing about me. Y'all just mad because my makeup's prettier than yours. I'm just kidding. I'm kind of dipping back and forth between these two brown shades, honestly. I don't know why my voice sounds like that today. Telling you. Caffeine overload yesterday was not fun. I couldn't do anything about it. I literally just laid there and prayed that it would just go away. I hate that feeling. I couldn't go to sleep. Back up, Karen. That's exactly right. All kinds of Karen looks. They do be looking at me weird though. When I have makeup on, if I'm really fixed up, and half of them ain't got makeup on, and they're like in their athletic attire, or I don't know, t-shirt and jeans, and I'm just looking all. I even went one day with my hair extension halo in. I want to put something on my. Let's just pick a cream shadow, maybe. I don't know what'll look good with the blue. What's this? This'll work. Nope, just kidding. We'll just do the Pink Glow. It's just kind of a champagne-y looking color. We'll just kind of put a little bit of that on my lid. Yeah, I know. Just jealous. Supposed to be uplifting to women and like, oh my god, girl, your makeup looks good, but it's like they want to talk about you behind your back. Like, who in the hell does she think she is? A beauty influencer. That's the hell I am. Okay. So just really super simple so I can get to this liner gone. So we're going to use this bright blue. I guess this will look okay, y'all. I just really wanted to use this one. I did a little test or roux the other night and I loved it. So let's just start on this eye because this is a harder eye to do. These are the best liners. I got the black one is what I usually use every day. They go on so easy. They dry fast, so they're not going to run. I don't think I've ever owned a liner this blue. So fun. Hey, Lexi. It's Nicole. I'm weird with people. Like, I don't like to talk to people. And I have a resting bitch face, so people just think that I'm stuck up, but really I'm just like, it's kind of socially awkward. And I have anxiety. So what do y'all think, guys? Look how blue. Such a pretty blue. I could make it bigger, but let's not go crazy. Thank you. Now I gotta get the other side to match. I've been trying to do this eye first instead of this one because this is my easy eye that I always get the liner perfect. And then when I go to this side, it's like hard to match. So I'm trying to do it backwards, and I tend to be doing better. What do y'all think of that blue? That is so crazy. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Erin. Thank you, Kendra. It's even enough, y'all. What you think? That's good. They're so easy to work with. I'm telling you. This is what I used to use the Benefit. And I thought I loved it. It looks very, very similar, but it doesn't dry as fast, and it would run a little bit. And I don't like it's such a thick end here. This has like a little drip, or a little, like it's got a little place to put your fingers. And also the Kat Von D, which I don't know if I have one of those. I think I have a little mini one. It was my second choice of favorite. I got a little mini one, the tattoo liner. Now it wasn't a felt tip, it was a brush tip. So like these little brushes come apart like that. And I did like it, but these seem to just dry out fast. And this is just like the best liner I've ever used. I've used a lot of other things too, and I need to get in get used to doing like the ones that are like this. So, we do carry those as well. I need to order one of those so I can try that, because that's one thing that I'm not as good at. Okay, so let's do the mascara. I'm not going to do any sort of lash primer like I normally do. We'll curl them a little bit, even though this thing don't work. So you see my lashes now. They're not that long. I have been using the lash serum that we carry as well, but I keep forgetting to put it on every day. So it's kind of like maybe twice a week I'll remember. You need to put it on every day for you to get the full effect. But here's what the box looks like. This is called Double Lash Extend. This is the craziest thing. I had to watch the video like 100 times. I'm like, how does that work? And then I finally figured it out. But so this is the length. You can see it. That's the length. This is the volume. Okay, so we're gonna twist this off. This is the first time me using it. I've only just opened it and looked at the one, but I have not applied it. So we're gonna pull this out. This is going to give us length. So the bristles, the brush is going to be like that so that it will pick up those lashes. You want to get pretty close and try to wiggle back and forth and go up. So this is going to make them appear longer. I'm not sure if I should just do one coat and then go in with the length, but we will do it fairly quickly so I can get to it and you can see. So I just kind of get close to the lash line and then wiggle and pull. And I twirl my wand as I go too. So they definitely appear longer. That's one coat compared to the other one. I don't want to get it on my up here. I'll look down for you. So let's go in now. Watch, guys. Okay, so we're going to put it in and put the lid back on. Now we're going to turn this part and pull this out. Does that not blow your mind? This wand, the length wand, is going down inside, and then now they're connecting to make one big one. Now it does put a lot of product on the brush. I have noticed you can just try to wipe that off a little. It's not too bad. So your wand is going to look like this. And now this is going to give volume. Pretty much apply it the same way. Oh my God. It's working. So that's putting a lot of product on there. So what I would recommend, you see how they're not really wanting to separate as well? I would recommend going back in, pulling out that length, and then going back over that with the separation. Or you could do the volume first maybe, and then go over it with the length. I did not think about that.
My only a grilled cheese.
Is that anyone? Can I just go out and let me do my live?
Oh, I forgot you said.
Wow, look at how long they're getting though.
Look how long that is.
That is so cool. They're long. These make them long. This works better than some of the other ones. I have not found a mascara yet by Farmasi that I do not like. It just keeps getting better and better each time I try a new one. So amazing. So there we go. Looks real natural. It doesn't look real clumpy. Tell me your input. What do you think? Can we see the difference? I don't want to look up too far and get it on my lid. So let's go, let's try volume first on the left eye, okay? Maybe that's the way we're supposed to go. This makes more sense because now, okay, here's your getting, or we could do the way I did it was probably just fine too. So we'll do one coat of the volume. One coat of the volume, and then we'll go back and do the length. So then it will lengthen and separate. Big difference. Yes, they look amazing. Thanks, y'all. Okay. Length. You do have to kind of tug a little hard, but it's because it's down inside that other wand. This did good. So I would do volume first, maybe. Thank you, Lindy. Sorry if I'm making ugly, weird faces or, you know, too close to the camera with my nose. I want y'all to see. Cold, cold, cold. Let's go over it one more time over here with the length. I got it in my eye. I hate it when I do that. I poke myself. See, that's good, though, that I did my mascara first before my face. So we can just wipe that off. That was my fault. My mistake. Might as well go ahead and do that. Sorry, y'all. I just want to keep on going. I want to keep putting it on. You know what? I bet you could keep on building this up to make it even fuller. I'm sure you could just keep on layering. I love the length. I'm a length girl more than a volume girl. Let me get a face wipe. If I have one over here, I might have to get up and grab one. Hold on. I just got the Be Fit ones. I ran out of my other ones. So we're just going to wipe that right off. So there's my lashes with the new double lash mascara. Love it. They're long. And the new blue liner in the shade 04. I don't even know if there's a name, but it's like the lighter blue. Let's do our face. God, this headband is like hurting my head right here. I'm just going to put some like lip treatment on my lips real quick before I put my foundation on. My lips are peeling. I have that same comforter on my bed. Oh my god, this thing, I've had this forever. Look, my cat's back here asleep. She always sleeps there. She's sweet. Okay, this is another thing I want to show y'all. So I'm going to use the VFX Pro Foundation. Now, I have something cool that I bought that I'm going to try out, okay? So, I don't know if you've ever heard of these. This is not Farmasi related. LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigments. Okay, this is the coolest thing. This is very helpful for me because I'm a makeup artist, and when I go do makeup for people for weddings or for photo shoots or whatever the case, you know, a lot of times they won't have their own foundation, or it's helping me to be able to provide the foundation for them, and making sure that I have something to match their skin. So this is also VFX Pro 01. For me, this matches. I'm in between like the 1 and the 2. This has got more of a yellow undertone, okay? So when I blend it out, it does match, pretty decent. But you see that yellow in the foundation. It's a good shade, but it does have a little bit too much yellow. So what I'm going to do is mix a little bit of the blue. The blue is going to counteract the yellow and make it a little more cooler. So this is like more considered warm. The blue is going to make it a little cooler. So we're going to mix that in. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. It's probably good to have like a little pan or a mirror or bowl or a plate, but we're just going to use the back of my hand. So we're going to get just a pump there. We're going to put a little pump of the blue. And then I'm going to mix that up. I'm just going to take the back of a pen. Let's see. I'll just use the back of this. Just going to mix it up. And it should take away a lot of that yellow and make it look a little more neutral. I think these are something you would have to like play with. Okay, now let's test that and see if that made a difference. Okay, so it did. Do you see that difference? Just a little bit. This is more yellow. And that just changed it to a little cooler of a tone. Also, like, say if it's not quite dark enough, I feel like that's probably okay. But let's say it was a little too dark, we can add the white in. If it was a little too light, you can add this one in. I know, right? Like, I've played around with these, and I could literally make my own concoction with like, I was messing around with it, and I was like just picking random foundations that I like that just wasn't my shade, and I found like I would make them all match me no matter what it was. These are $8.99 too. I got it at CVS. So let me just blend that out and see what it looks like on the skin. So we're just going to take what's on my hand and I'm just going to put it on my face. So let's say Farmasi, you really want to try Farmasi, or you've got a foundation and it's just maybe a little too yellow or a little too pink or a little too light, a little too dark. You could like fix it with these. I don't know. Let's blend it out. And I'll probably have to have more because I didn't have enough probably. I discovered these. There was a girl I followed on TikTok, and she did her face, and I noticed she was holding up, like, when she did her foundation, she like did that, and I was like, what is that blue stuff? So I started researching it, and I found it out, and then I started watching videos on how to apply them. Okay, I definitely need some more, so I'm going to put another 1.5 drops, drop a little blue. Let's darken it up a little because it looks a little light. So I'm going to put in a little bit of just a dab because I know this stuff goes a long way. So we're just going to do a little dab of that. Mix that up. I hear my kids and they're arguing over poop. Apparently, one of them's taking too long. Alright. I'm sure there's a better way to do that. I keep losing that sponge. So VFX is good for any skin type. It is one of the fuller foundations. You can build it up. I would say it's like a medium to full. You could wear it with, you could wear it as a thinner coverage if you wanted to, but you can build it up to be as much coverage as you need. It's like a satiny natural finish. It's not really matte and it's not dewy either. It's really pretty. I think after it sits on the skin a little while, it looks better than right when you first apply it. Looks great in photos, definitely. And it is my favorite of all the foundations that Farmasi carries. It lasts a long time on the face. I've been out in the sun sweating. I've been at the pool and have gotten wet, and my foundation did not budge. Everything stayed put. Even around my nose where I get oily, it don't budge. So I'm going to add a little more of just the VFX. With a sponge, I don't get quite as much coverage. I do know that with a brush. I've noticed that it does cover a little more. But I love how it looks like my skin. It doesn't look like a full face of cakey makeup like Estee Lauder, Huda Beauty, those real full heavy coverage foundations. Looks like my skin, but it's covering. And plus, of course, when I put my concealer and everything on, it will all pull together and my skin will look like a filtered photo. Okay, so there's just a foundation on. Mix in with a little bit of that LA Girl Pro Color Foundation, and I did a little dab of that peachy color. So it blends on the neck good. We're going to do concealer, but today, instead of using the Farmasi's liquid like I normally do, this is something I want to try. It is drugstore. It's Neutrogena. It's just one that I bought that I seen on a video on YouTube, and I love trying new things. It's not going to be a full coverage. It's pretty lighter, kind of a lighter weight. It's basically just going to highlight underneath. This is the lightest shade, I believe. I just want to try something different. I'm going to blend that out. If you had like dark circles and stuff, it's probably not. You would probably need some sort of color corrector underneath first before you put this concealer on. This is just mainly to like highlight the area, or if you just don't want a whole lot of coverage, I think that's what this kind of is. I just wanted to test it out. Never used any Neutrogena products. Besides the skincare I have tried, but I don't. If I've used it, it's been so long ago, probably like high school or middle school, but I doubt. I don't know. I was more into like CoverGirl and stuff, I think. Are they long? Right? My lashes. Love that mascara. I really do. So, we're going to look crazy for a little bit till we get done with the full face. Blue. Thank you, girl. I like the blue. Didn't put a lot of eyeshadow on because I wanted to really, I just wanted to focus on the liner. I keep losing my stuff. I got this with all my brushes in it. I have not put them back yet. That is a pretty light. My nose is peeling. I don't know if y'all can see that. What was it? Sunday we had a jamboree with Cash and his football team. They had some scrimmages, and where I was just sitting out in the sun, I had no makeup on. I had no sunscreen on. Didn't even think. It felt so good outside, but the sun was beaming down on me, and I was sitting out there for like 3 or 4 hours. So I ended up getting sunburn on my nose and my cheeks, and so now that it's going away, it's peeling a little bit. So my skin always does that after a sunburn on my face. I'll start getting dry and peely. Okay, so the concealer, it's not bad, but I could see like creasing right here. And it looks really dry, but I don't know if that's from my sunburn or not. So let's put some powder on it so we can set it. This is a transparent powder. Just going to use a dry sponge. This is Real Techniques. It's one of the fuzzy ones. I can't remember the name of them. But it almost feels like velvet, like they're fuzzy. I don't wet this one. I just leave it dry and I use it for powder. I'm not going to put any on my nose since it's already dry. And then we'll just blend that out. I don't let it bake because I'm too old. Blend that out. I know I look pale right now, y'all. It's alright. It's process. Now we need an all over powder. And that's when I'm going to use my Face Perfecting Press Powder in the shade number 3 with a big fluffy brush. This is going to give me color, coverage, and a filter. I'll blend it all down my neck. I love the way that makes my face look. And it smells like a baby. Perfect. Now, bronzer. What do I want to use? I guess we'll use our Sun-Kissed bronzer so we can get some color on this face. Sun-Kissed bronzer. This thing is a ginormous. This is my hand and it covers my palm. We're just going to kind of pat it in. We're not going to go below this line here. We're going to kind of keep it in this general area and on the forehead. I'm patting it in and then I'll blend it out. This is going to give us some warmth to the skin, some color, and it does sculpt us a little bit. This can be used like on your body, your shoulders, your collarbone. Just like to kind of sharpen up that jawline a little bit with it. Hey, Katie. Okay. Now we're bronzed. Now I want to contour. Today I'm not going to use a Farmasi contour color. I'm going to use this. This is actually Milani. So I'm a mixture of Farmasi and drugstore today. Got a lot of makeup, so I want to use it up. This, I love this. Thank you, Lexi. I know, Katie, I haven't been on in a while. Sorry, I need to get with it. This is the shade 02. It is a good shade, I think. This is one of my favorite bronzers drugstore wise, that I like to use to contour with. It's just a really good color for that. And I'm addicted to this brush. This is also a drugstore brush. It is e.l.f. It's one of the clear handles. It's got the little, like, you see how it does, like the fuzzies on the end. It almost looks like the brush is falling apart, but it's not. That's how it's made. So I just pick up some product, dust it off. We're going to go in right here, right under where I placed the bronzer shade. And then we're just going to give us a little more sculpt. Get a little on the hairline. You see how you see this bone right here? Whatever that is. I like to contour that to make it look. Do you see that, what I'm talking about? It's like the shape of my skull. And I don't know if that's pretty or not to enhance that, but I like to do that. And then we're going to go down the bridge of the nose on this side. Go ahead and do the bridge of the nose on this side. Slim that nose a little. Shorten it on the end. Erase this turkey neck, double chin. And then we're going to do the same thing right under where we place the bronzer. Right there. It's kind of a natural shadow. I'm going to place it first before we blend. Hairline, and again, just my skull that sticks out right here. I don't know what that's called, a brow. It's not really a brow bone. It's not necessarily your temple. So now I look contoured and I'm bronzed. I do love that blue, y'all. And my face looks so smooth. You see how pretty how well the foundation and that powder works together is like so good. Now I like a little bit of blush. do Modern Ballet. Not too dark. It's a real pretty pinky color. We're going to just go on the apples, and we're just going to kind of dust it up into the bronzer a little bit. Thank you, Aaron. This, I think, is the temple, but this up here is what I was contouring. So I don't know what that is. I don't like a whole lot of blush. I like it just enough to where it looks like a natural pinky cheek. I like a bronzery look more than a blushy look. I feel like too much blush, in my opinion, it looks obvious. Like, I just want my cheeks to be like a natural pink, like your skin is just pink. Is it peachy or pink? It's like a pinky peach. It looks a little different on camera, but this is the Modern Ballet. This is the Rose Jam. You might like that one. See the comparison? This one's maybe more mauve-y and not quite as dark. Biscuit is super light. Like, it don't even hardly show up. And it does look like a peach, almost. Almost looks like it's just not very dark at all. It barely shows up on. It would be very good for very, very fair people. Then I love the Love Letter. It's quite dark. You just don't use a lot of product. And it's got like a sheen, I don't know, kind of a shine to it or whatever. But yeah, I don't like to take away from my bronzer, so I don't like to put a whole lot of blush up here. Now, I know there's techniques that I think a lot of people do like putting blush up here, so it doesn't make your cheeks look puffy and you're trying to slim your face. That's fine. But for my face shape, I like for my cheeks to look rounded, and I want you to see that I have contour, I have bronzer, and I have blush, and it's not all piled up on top of each other. They have their own special areas that they're supposed to go, where they belong. Highlighter. I've noted I haven't been wearing a whole lot of like blinding highlights lately. I want it to look subtle and natural into the skin, to where when I turn, the light hits it, but it's not like, oh, she's got like this big old stripe of highlighter, like that's too much. Because I used to go like, oh my god, I want all the highlighter I can get. But now I'm just like, I want it to like be natural but look glamorous, if that makes sense. So highlighter, let's get the one out of the peach palette. I love this highlighter. So this is our peach palette. It does have a blush, highlighter, and bronzer. This is a really good palette, y'all. If y'all need a blush, highlighter, and bronzer, this is perfect. We're just going to dip into the highlighter shade, and we're just going to place it light-handedly with not a lot of product, not going up into the temple, kind of just ending it right here. And we're going to bring it down just in that general area, not too crazy with it. Okay, and then I do like to highlight the nose. Even though I have a large nose and it brings attention to my nose, I like the look just because it makes me feel glowy kind of everywhere. And I feel like if my nose is really matte and everything's glowy, then it kind of doesn't look balanced. And then I'm just going to kind of take a brush over my face so it doesn't, there's no harsh lines, everything's blended. And then we can probably go ahead and spray our face with this Time Locker. This is going to keep your makeup on very well. fan that out. And we can take a sponge and just kind of make sure it's all melted in and there's no little water spots. What do you think so far? Thank you, Katie. YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel, but nobody watches it. So it's kind of just there. I need to know, I'm not as good as editing videos, and I think that's a big problem. It doesn't look crisp and clear with all the lights, you know, how they have their nice little setups. And it needs to be edited so that there's not those boring parts, and people just don't like sit there and watch a YouTube video like they would a live video, I guess. So that's just the only thing that I'm slacking on, but we do have a lot of, I do have a lot of my videos posted on there, but not all of them. And, I do have a lot of the Carol and Joe stuff on there too, but I just don't get a lot of subscribers or likes, so I don't really know what to do about that. I have this blue little piece of something on my face, and I have been messing with it, and I cannot get it off. I don't know what it is. If it's, I don't know where it came from. I cannot get it off. Oh well. Okay. We just gotta do lips and then we're done. We use the shade 201 in the liner. This is a good color. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, that's the I've tried, and I've had a lot of try to get people to share and stuff. It's just hard to get people to cooperate with you. I'm still thrilled about my lashes and my liner. Sorry, I can't think about what I'm doing here. What color I want on my lips today. I've got so many options, y'all. Look, I'm going to show y'all my Farmasi lipsticks. This is just, well, besides that, this is my Farmasi lipsticks that I have. So this is my options. These are all the liquid lipsticks. I have 2 glosses, 2 of the regular matte, 2 of the intense shades, and this is the lip conditioner, like the primer for your lips. And they're all so pretty. I gotta find which. That. I want a pretty, like, nude, I guess. That's too purple. Brave. We'll try Brave. My lips are peeling. It's not quite as dark as I want it. I'm gonna do a little bit of Wild Rose. I can create like an ombre with it. Yeah, that's what I was going to do, Lexi. Is that what I had, Brave? Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Brave's just a little too light. don't see I'm going live. I've seen him send me 2 messages, and then he said hello, and now he's calling. Why don't you get notifications that I'm live? Now, I'll just kind of blend it out with my finger. That's alright, I reckon. That's all. Okay, so if anybody wants one of these mascaras, you need to jump on it now before they get gone. And the new liners also. So there's the blue that I used. I lost them. How do I lose them? Okay, and then there's like the kind of like a royal or navy blue, and then there's a green. So the next couple videos I do, I'll try using the other shades so y'all could see those. This mascara is very brilliant. Whoever created that is a genius and probably a millionaire. But Bradley, for some reason it didn't tell me you was live. You gotta follow me. Touch my nose, and then I think something pops up on the bottom, and then you could follow, or get notified every time that I'm going live. It'll notify you. That's for anybody, y'all. So yeah, we also have a brown, and I didn't get the brown ordered because they come out with these 3. They launched these 3, and then like a day or 2 later, they did the brown, and I already bought these. I was so mad. I'm like, now I gotta pay shipping again. So I haven't ordered the brown yet. But if anybody wants to order something and they don't want to go through the hassle of using the website and paying for shipping, message me. If I have enough people, I do bulk orders. If you live local and you can pay me through Cash App or Venmo, I'll just order for you and save you the hassle and the save you on shipping. And I'll buy, everything for you, do the bulk order, and then I will meet you somewhere. Or even if you want me to mail it to you, I can mail it to you. Just pay for that small shipping fee. Okay. Love you, Bradley. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned some things. If you're interested in these little Pro Color pigment foundation shade though, you can order them online. I think Ulta has them on their website. And I found these at CVS. They're $8.99 a piece. But I don't know if for me it's gonna come in handy because of me, as a makeup artist. But if some of you have some have bought some foundation recently and it's not quite the shade, I don't know, or whatever, but I have a lot of foundations just from other brands, and a lot of them don't match me, so that will come in handy for me as well. So alright, I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a good day. Thank you. And yeah, I think that's it. Bye. Say bye, guys. Are you hot?
No.
We're sweaty.
Yeah, because, like...